Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Keller Williams Realty, Antelope Valley, please welcome yourselves to the High Desert Toastmasters 50th Anniversary Party! Woohoo! Who would have thought a Toastmaster Club would survive so long? And we're not even the oldest in the Antelope Valley. With this flies in the face of what people think about the Antelope Valley. 15 clubs altogether in this valley of people dedicated to self-improvement through the art of public speaking. That is saying something. So with our first order of business is, as you know, and as all of our Toastmaster clubs conduct, it's the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to hold up this flag. I'm going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to ask all of you to stand, and I'm going to ask you at home to please mute your mics. Everybody here, sing out. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Congratulations, everybody. So many people have driven so far. Joseph Skoda, how far did you drive?
I don't know, 4 hours.
It was only 4 hours. I thought it was a long distance, but only 4 hours. The mayor is here.
From LA.
Yeah. I'm also going to recite the club mission, and you guys can chime along as much as you want. No, I'm not going to memorize it. I've got enough on my mind. But High Desert Toastmasters provides a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. If this isn't an opportunity for personal growth, I don't know what is. We have a number of dignitaries that I want to shout out to. If I read your name, please unmute yourself and say, happy birthday, High Desert Toastmasters. Let's begin with Mayor Steve Hoffbauer.
Hi. Greetings.
Thank you, Steve.
I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay.
Get dinged on that.
We're not going to ding you. We're going to go easy on you, I promise. All right, Distinguished Toastmaster, past District 33 Director, Flora Turner.
Happy birthday!
Woohoo!
Desert Toastmasters, yay!
Distinguished Toastmaster, District 33 Director, Joseph Skoda.
Happy 50th High Desert Toastmasters!
Woohoo! Distinguished Toastmaster, District 33 Administration Manager, Vanessa Phelps.
Happy birthday!
Woohoo! All right, I'm going to lose some calories tonight. Debbie's not here, right? Debbie Ullman? No, she's not here. Distinguished Toastmaster, District 33 Program Quality Director, Clarissa Kresser.
Happy birthday! Hi, Desert Toastmasters.
Thank you. Distinguished Toastmaster, past Area Director, past President for High Desert Toastmasters, and current President of KW Toastmasters, Leslie Boyle.
Happy birthday, High Desert Toastmasters.
Woohoo! Thank you so much, Leslie. Distinguished Toastmaster Karen Marie Lucas, International Director.
Happy birthday, High Desert Toastmasters.
Thank you so much. We're so glad that you tuned in for us. You're only here a limited amount of time. I'm going to give you a few minutes in a few minutes. Thank you so much for being here. Distinguished Toastmaster, I don't think he's here, Dana Lamont? Don't see him. Dana, if you're out there, we're thinking about you, buddy. Dana Lamont was the 1992 World Champion of Public Speaking and accredited speaker. Robert Ortiz, are you there? Robert, I think he has another club he belongs to. Distinguished Toastmaster Karen Aguirre, past Area 3 Director. Woohoo! Distinguished Toastmaster Eric Riddle, twice Logistics Manager and Division Director. Hey, Eric.
Happy birthday, High Desert.
Thank you so much. Distinguished Toastmaster Greg Crawley, Division A Director.
Happy birthday, High Desert Toastmasters.
You're the best. He's probably his home. He's packing up. He's out of here in just a short while. And Distinguished Toastmaster Jim Kearney, District 33 Club Extension Chair, District 52 Club Growth Director.
Happy birthday, High Desert Toastmasters.
Woohoo! That is our list of dignitaries. Who did I miss? Oh, wait. I got everybody? Oh, Ken Mitchell, DTM, thank you very much. President of High Desert Toastmasters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it brings us to our first speaker of the evening. I am going to rearrange the schedule just a little bit and give our mayor an opportunity to speak. I've known the mayor for about 20 years. How old are our kids? Joanna, how old is our kid? Oh, 36. Oh, my gosh, yeah. We're geezers, my gosh. Anyway, he is the mayor of Palmdale. Please give it up for Steve Hoffbauer.
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. Yeah, our boys were in the same Boy Scout troop, and they went on to get their advancements, and we've kind of stayed in touch over the years. Not as much as we were when, they tell you it's only an hour a week, right? Yeah, you believe? Yeah, it was never an hour a week. So, but anyways, thanks a lot for having me. And I picked up a trend there. I was supposed to say happy 50th birthday. So, but I was trying to catch up, and all of a sudden there I was. You called on me. So, that's part of the paying attention thing, I guess, right? So, I have some notes. How many points do I get dinged for reading from notes? Right? Okay. Yeah, it's a guy. Yeah. But just in a way of introduction, I'm Steve Hoffbauer. I've been mayor for the last 2 years. I was on a city council as a council member and a vice mayor since 2003. And I was appointed to the Planning Commission in 1992. I was telling the story earlier. So we were having some development issues in our neighborhood, and I was trying to get some resolution to the issues. And one day I get a phone call from, guys remember Pete Knight, right? And Pete's quite blunt, and he calls me up and he says, Hoffbauer, we got a vacancy on the Planning Commission. You're a pain in the ass. Put your name in. So, and then, as they say, the rest is history. So those of you that knew Pete can see him saying that, I really enjoyed being on planning, and I finally got the bug and ran for the council, and have been on the council ever since. So I'm married to my wife. We've been married for 43 years. Yeah. So, thank you. Yeah, and we have 2 kids, both married. Got a couple of grandkids. I got them waiting at the house for me tonight. They're eating tacos. So, Grandma knows how to feed the kids, right? Am I right? The Grandma and Grandpa know how to. Anyway, so Ken asked me to talk a little bit about communication and communication relative to what it means to me in my role as mayor, and in politics in general, and what my observations and my feelings are on it. So, one of the things that I found is that the communication is really critical with our residents. Our ability to reach out, utilizing social media and all these other methods now, is really been heightened through this COVID thing, and you've got to maintain that communication. I had a note here to remember: pay attention and make sure you go to the horse's mouth, not the other end. So make sure that you're getting your information. If you hear something that doesn't sound right, maybe verify it. Ask an authoritative source. We are, I have some colleagues that don't believe in getting on. They take every email and send it over to some clerk, and they won't get on social media. because of the snipers and stuff out there. You know what? That's what comes with the territory, all right? That's part of the drill. And you got to deal with them because if it goes unanswered, it becomes the truth for many people. But there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I think it was Abe Lincoln that said, if you read it on the internet, it's probably true. Is it not? So that's the one quote that I had. Yeah. So, but it's important to rely on trusted sources. And here's something else that I've learned. It's important to be a trusted source. You need to be the person that people can come to and know that they're going to get the right answer. And do you think I have every right answer? Oh, hell no, I do not. But I've got a phone, and I know the right guy to call. So that's what a lot of it comes down to, is just knowing how to get through the bureaucracy to get to the right person, or give it to my chief of staff, and then she'll flush it out and get it back to me. So, but just being the first on some information does not always mean it's factual or correct. So watch out when you're looking on Facebook and Nextdoor. Take it with a grain of salt, and I try not to get into the debate aspect of things. I say, here it is, and if you want more information or if you have a problem, email me. You wouldn't believe how many things die an unceremonious death just by telling them, email me. And by the way, send me your code enforcement case number, from when you reported it, so I can follow up. There is no case number. They were just complaining. I get it, but, let's get it documented so we can solve your problem. And that's what it's about. And we can't solve everything. But what people want to know is that they're being heard. And sometimes I'm just as frustrated as them, but sometimes we're not always going to be happy about things. But you don't want to be unhappy because you felt like you're being ignored. And that's the thing that just annoys me the most with bureaucracies. So communication is key there. Sometimes you got to give them the answer they're not going to like, but it's an answer, So that's all part of that communication. And communication is a two-way street. I've had to really work on it. Ken knows this about me. I have to work at active listening, because you can't respond if you haven't heard what the other person says. So that's something I got to, you watch me in my council meetings, and you'll know that I have something to say when I'm doing this. Because it makes me have to take it off, and usually I think twice. It's about the old story, if you're really angry and you write an email, save it till tomorrow, and then throw it away. So how can you help with the communication? Like I said, be an authoritative source. Find out the right information. There's a lot of good news out there. I got to tell you something. I was shocked when I got the report from our tax consultants. We didn't grow our tax like we had anticipated and projected a couple of years ago before, or seems like 10 years ago before COVID started. But we didn't get hit nearly as bad. So many good things have happened. You go over off of technology, we have 500, 600, 700 people that are working today at Amazon, delivering all that stuff that you say, oh, I need that, okay? So swipe to buy, right, So I've got a great collection of cardboard boxes. If anybody's moving, by the way, I got plenty of cardboard boxes in my house. Yeah, really. So, but we got, and they have a great program going over there too, so that if you have some expendable income, you can buy the trucks and then employ your own people to drive the trucks. So you can have like Steve's Logistics Service. It's a pretty cool concept they have running over there. So there's all these entrepreneurs and all these people working that weren't working 6 months ago because of that. Lockheed, Northrop, NASA are all hiring. Unbelievable amount of hiring that's still going on. I keep getting job recruiters trying to get me. I say, I'm kind of busy and I'm retired from the fire department and I don't want to punch a clock again. I'd rather work just 14 hours a day being mayor as opposed to 24 hours like a fireman was, So our crime rate in Palmdale has gone down every year. And right now, the crime rate per 10,000, 100,000, however they do that, is down. Okay? Now, you may not see it sometimes. The number of crimes, when there's more people, I mean, if there's nothing here and you put an outhouse and somebody steals the toilet paper, I mean, that's, 100% increase in crime. But, you got to look at, is it a part one crime or not? So it really isn't. But our crime rate's doing well, and why? Why is it doing as well? Why is it trending down? Because people are paying attention. People are looking at, they're making the calls. We have one of the largest neighborhood watch programs around, and we have an excellent program with our Sheriff's Department of Community Policing. I am on the Liability Trust Fund Board for the county and the 40-some contract cities that contract with the Sheriff's Department. Palmdale and Lancaster, we get very few substantiated claims out here where, really the gauge is to problems is lawsuits. And we look at those. I am frustrated over how many we pay, but sometimes it's a business decision because it makes them go away, right? But every single category of complaint and claim in the Sheriff's Department has all trended down. The only one that's gone up is traffic accidents. We're wrecking cars like crazy, and we're paying out a lot of money on those. And we're trying to reel them in on that. That's why you see so many times, if you watch the scanner pages, don't believe everything you read on a scanner page. It's what the guy called in. It's not necessarily what they found. But you see pursuits get called off all the time. Depends on what they wanted the guy for. A lot of times the watch commander will call it off because he doesn't want anybody getting a wreck and getting sued. But crime is doing great. The crime going down is great, not crime. Mark, mark me in. Verify your sources. And you know what? Know your neighbors. I mean, that's the best thing, know who belongs in that neighborhood or who doesn't, Stay positive. The future's bright. Be a good source. We're working really hard on a brand new downtown for Palmdale where the trains are going to come in. We got the airport. We're still waiting on the joint use agreement to come back from the Air Force. We're going to move. The terminal is going to be on the north side over there off of M. Instead of coming in off of Rancho Vista Boulevard by the air park, it's going to be on the north side where that big dirt lot is right there. And the beauty about that is everything happens outside the fence, right? And the plane just goes through the gate and takes off. So the security issues are, not nearly what we had before when we were down at the south end with the old terminal over there. So we're making a lot of progress on that. We got a great team working on that one. When you talk to businesses and you talk to people, stay positive. Let them know that we got a lot of land. We've got an enthusiastic, well-trained workforce. Antelope Valley College, if you don't know, is just doing amazing things over there, dealing with our industry-related job needs. Their AFAB program for aircraft they have an excess of 90% hire rate. The day they graduate, they go to work on Monday, okay? They just opened up at Fox Field a new hangar where they're going in and they're working on the other mechanical aspects of things, where they're tearing down engines and doing more mechanical stuff. Most of the stuff they do over at the other program, the AFAB program, is fabrication, working with composites and secret stuff over there. But these guys are all getting jobs. A lot of them are getting picked up by Northrop. Other guys are going to Lockheed. There's a couple of other. We got kids from our scout troop that are up at places now like SpaceX and things like that. People are getting cool jobs, and these guys are into it for the long haul. Northrop has told us that they have 15 to 25 years worth of work right now on the books, okay? This is from the boss, all right? They're hiring veterans with a priority. Lockheed, have you seen all that metal that's going up over there by the Lockheed place? That's 250,000 square feet, which is the first phase of 1 million square feet of new hangar space over there. You don't start building 1 million square feet of fabrication and R&D if you're not in it for the long haul. So we've got a bright future out here. Convey that. Plentiful land, skilled workforce, transportation. I think although a lot of our restaurants have been suffering, they've learned to pivot. We've seen these guys how they're pivoting, and we've still got plenty of great places to eat. We've got great entertainment and outdoor resources. We just grabbed a bunch of land with a grant that was getting ready to go on the auction block, and we're able to connect the property out there by Amargosa Creek by Highland. The property to the south is Department of Water Resources open space. To the north is some conservancy property. We're able to grab the property all in between that, so now it's all connected. And so that's just amazing and just beautiful open space out there. When you're talking to your home buyers, you know the drill. It's the price of the housing out here, the amenities, our amphitheater, the fairgrounds, the water park. We've got, you got clean air. That's why the Air Force is here. I'm on the Air Quality Board too. Our biggest problem is on the far west end when the goats graze and kick up dust. If that's our biggest problem, I'll take it, okay? Just again, set the record straight. And if you don't know the answer, call me. Call City Hall, leave a message, drop me an email. You can find me on social media. We used to write stuff on the cave wall and hope somebody would find it in 20 years. And then we'd scratch it in rocks and petroglyphs. And then we started taking things and sticking it on a castle door. And then we had the newspaper. Now we got social media. And if you're and people out there that aren't participating and not responding and not working on social media, maybe they're still scratching things on the cave wall. I don't know. But, I've been called a dinosaur in the past or a caveman. But anyways, so listen, I've run out of time. I appreciate it. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Or I'd be happy to lie to you. But, Ken.
Is there another community down below that you can compare our crime rate to? Because people always think that this area is so horrible for crime when I know it's not.
Well, again, got to blame the internet. Our crime rate is, we are chasing Santa Clarita on our crime rate, okay? Going down, So, and every area has issues. Every area has problems. I've done a lot of work with some builders and contractors down in Santa Clarita. And, I locked my car, because, I'm not stupid. So, it's all you got to do. It's really easy to go online and look at the FBI Part 1 crime rates. Those are the crimes that are most impactful. A murder, rape, larceny, arson. There's 5 of them. I forget what the other one is. But those are the ones that are like the serious stuff. Now, that being said, I have a lot of concerns about, and I don't want to open a can of worms here, but I have some real concerns about some of the policies that are coming down from the district attorney's office. And I'm saying this not from a political standpoint, but from a quality of life standpoint. If there's no repercussions, all right, these guys are going to run amok, okay? And I talked to Sheriff Villanueva today, and they are looking at comparing crime stats and filing rates from a year ago to today. Our arrests have stayed, the guys are pretty aggressive out there. So arrests, they're still doing a great job on arrests. But the filings are probably about half. That's anecdotal. I don't have the exact numbers, so I won't give you them. But I've got it from more than one source that the filings, that the DA just isn't filing on a lot of stuff. I'm going to court tomorrow morning. A friend of mine was killed on Rancho Vista Boulevard last year. And a drunk driver, he ran from the scene, open containers in the car, long rap sheet, and they're dropping everything, and they're going to let him go with time served for vehicular manslaughter. Well, this guy has got priors and stuff like this. And any of you that have had worked in a corporate environment understand the concept of progressive discipline. You get a warning. We're going to speak to you sternly. We're going to write you up. You're going to get days off. Now you're fired. This guy, I don't know. Do we need to do work on the system? Yes, absolutely, we do. But you just don't let, sometimes you got to lock bad guys up, because if the bad guy is locked up, he's not robbing you, he's not stealing your car. I go out to all the classes when they graduate. out at the fire camp and up at the college, and from the inmates that they're providing classes for. Yeah. And I had a really, really big guy come and sit down next to me and say, "Hey, I need to talk to you." Ooh, okay, what's up, man? He goes, "Why are you here?" I said, "Well, I brought the certificates for you guys." "No, why are you here?" I said, let's think about this. You're in this program because you made a good choice, but you got here because you made a bad choice, right? But you kept your nose clean. You're going to be getting out soon. You've probably been in for a little while to get up at the fire camp, right? So you probably have a wife or a girlfriend and probably some kids here, right? Yeah. So I want you to get out and I want you to succeed. Because when you get out, I want you driving your car, not mine, okay? So that's what it's all about. It's if you can turn them around, if you can give them some training and do that kind of stuff. But if you just kick them loose and say, I'm going to speak to you sternly, and next time I'm going to speak sternly to you and wag my finger this time, it doesn't work. So anyways, yeah. I did. Thank you for the hook. What, did I do something? Nope. Stop it, Tom. It's my turn. Let me get over here and get this together here. So I have a couple of things here. Who's the boss here today? Is that you?
For this club.
For this club. So I've got a certificate suitable for framing. City doesn't buy frames, buy your own frame. Yeah. But congratulating.
Let's get a selfie with that in the picture there. I think I got it.
So celebrating your 50 years. 50 years. So.
That's awesome.
And I will give you a folder so you don't get your taco sauce on it. Okay, all right.
Yes, I appreciate that.
And I do have with its own folder for Brenda. Where's Brenda? Wave at me, Brenda. Where are you at in there?
You can unmute yourself, Brenda.
I am unmuted.
It's-
Brenda Avadian. She's been with our club
Unmuted.
going on 23 years.
Hello?
23 years. So somebody will get this over to you. Where's the camera so they can see? She can see this.
Here. This is going to be wild. Yeah. Okay, Brenda, it's coming your way.
Focus.
I need glasses. It's blurry.
It looks a lot better in person. Trust me.
Sure it does.
Just read it. Read it to us.
Yes, read it to us.
Ken, read it.
I'll read it to you. That's my job.
And then, you know what? I'm going to let Ken read this, and that way I'm going to step off to the side here. I want to thank you for inviting me. Anytime you got a question or a problem or an issue, you know where to find me. Just email me, text me, call City Hall, and tell them to have me call you back, and I'll get you the right scoop. But thanks again for having me, and let me know what my score was, okay?
Thunderous applause. Thank you, Mr. Steve Hoffbauer. It says, City of Palmdale Certificate of Recognition. This certificate is presented to Brenda Avadian. The City of Palmdale is pleased to extend this expression of our appreciation to you for your almost 23 years of exceptional service with High Desert Toastmasters. Presented this 4th day of March 2021. All right, give it up for Brenda.
Sweet.
This is for you, dear. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Are you staying or?
I've got grandkids at the house.
Okay.
So I'd rather not, don't take it personal. I'd rather be with the grandkids. I don't see them as often as I'd like.
I get it. Well, thank you very.
Good seeing you. Let's do lunch, right?
Yes, let's do lunch. You got it.
Good to see you. How's the kid doing?
He's great. He ended up 6'5".
Where does he get that?
I don't know. Thanks, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Thanks all of you. Thank you.
All right, guys, we are rearranging the schedule. I know that Karen has to get off in like 1 minute. So, Karen, you had something to say to this club. Again, Karen is our international director. I always said that right. Unmute yourself.
Gives me a promotion.
I'm always doing that.
You are very kind to do so. It is wonderful to be here with you fine group of people celebrating legacy. And legacy is a very big word in an incredibly shrinking world, thanks to technology and our shifts and
how we do what we do. Legacy for me started at home with my family and a third generation business and understanding all about culture and where I came from and where my friends came from and family and other people that mean a lot in my life, as it does for other people. And in my career working on an ambulance and search and rescue, teaching future EMTs, it really connected with me that just a few moments in a person's life, a stranger's life, can impact those lives greatly. Working at Caltech, JPL, NASA, all the more so. And they have much longer timelines and time horizons that they deal with. One of the coolest things about Palmdale, which is near and dear to my heart, is being able to connect with Skunk Works and being affiliated with people and helping out projects there during the course of my career. So I love going to Palmdale, and I don't get to go nearly enough to the high desert. If I could choose to be somewhere in terms of my residence, it would have been there prior to having small humans and a husband that was very closely connected to Pasadena. So one of the things that I would echo that your distinguished mayor indicated was legacy and being able to connect with people. Honoring intelligence, especially, is another important thing. Trust but verify. That is one of the things that I have to live by in my day-to-day. Be a judicious steward of information and strive to be authentic in all of your interactions.
And legacy is something that outlives you. It's bigger than you, and it's something you don't get to be around to always see in real life. It's like the epic gardener that plants all the seeds that they never get to see produce, especially if you're talking about trees and 50-year time horizons for a grove of trees. The 4 rights of intelligence that I learned early in my career was having the right intelligence at the right time, in the right format, to the right person. And those 4 rights and honoring the authenticity of what you know is really important. Being able to communicate that, and even going a step further and being able to lead, like Flora, like Joe, like Clarice and others here that have done that in the district environment in amazing ways, and reforming District 33 and creating 2 amazing districts full of leaders and legacy is an incredible thing. So you are surrounded by these concepts, this philosophy, this love, because I think that really successful people do this through authenticity and love. And the one person in this room that absolutely exemplifies that is Brenda. Congratulations, Brenda, on 23 years, continuous commitment of 23 years to the club. That is just awe-inspiring. I would love to do something 23 years in a row and get credit for it. So you are my power animal, Brenda. And I adore that. So I really am honored to see you here in the room tonight. And it is thrilling to hear about High Desert Toastmasters, because you are touching people you will never get to meet through High Desert Toastmasters. And you are some of the favorite people I have in my life, not just on Planet Toastmasters, but here in life. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you are doing, those things that you are acknowledged for, but those many, many more things that go unacknowledged, because all of those little things mean the world, and that is making the world better in real life every minute you're in it.
Thank you so much, Karen. Let's give Karen a round of applause, everybody. You're the best. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Have a good evening, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. And now we're going to hear from our distinguished Toastmaster, past area director, past president for High Desert Toastmasters, back to back. She wasn't even supposed to be president back to back, but we insisted. Oh, was I not supposed to say that out loud? Sorry. But let's give it up for, and she's the current president of KW Toastmasters, Leslie Boyle.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Mr. President. And welcome, Club, and welcome especially to all of our guests who've come here tonight to help us celebrate 50 years in the making. I mean, wow. This has been an exciting club because of all the interesting people that have walked through our doors. Now, Brenda is going to, in just a few minutes, tell us about how High Desert started, and we look forward to hearing about that. So what makes High Desert Toastmasters great? Well, we have a good reputation in town, and I think one of the reasons is because we have achieved President's Distinguished numerous times. That means we've had to have more than 20 people in our club. And having that many people makes for interesting meetings, speeches, and evaluations. And those evaluations are important because, let's face it, if you want to run something by one of your friends, you know, they're going to be a little afraid to hurt your feelings. They may say, oh, that's nice, you know, that's fine. But you run something by High Desert Toastmasters, we've learned how to hurt your feelings with a smile from the heart. We'll say, tweak this and tweak that, and you'll have a winning speech. Or sometimes you just knock it out of the park, and we're right there to support you because that's what we do. We are here for each other. That's why it's been my greatest joy and honor to serve this club twice and some other roles, because it's a way of giving back, and to a club that's just given me so much. I mean, I have a long way to go, but if you knew me 6 years ago, you'd say, she has kind of improved. And I am so glad that Toastmasters doesn't just focus on speeches. We've had some great examples. We have had some great speakers like Eric, like Brenda, to learn from. And I see that these great speakers have an art of having fun. And when they're having fun, I noticed our audience is having fun, and everyone's having a good time because everyone's relaxed. And so they have been a great role model for people to follow. And that's what I'm hoping to strive for, as all the rest of us are. Now, as you know, Toastmasters is not only focused on speeches, but on leadership skills. And that is important because we become a more well-rounded person that we can take these skills into the workplace. You know, I remember when I was doing my HPL, the High Performance Leadership Project, and I was getting 13 clubs together to show up at the Chimboli Cultural Center for this big open house. And Clarice Kresser, our club growth director, or I think that's the title right now, she thought it would be a great idea. And you know, to this day, I have no hard feelings for what she put me through. No, we're good, Clarice. It was tough and it was a lot of work, but we got through it and that was fun. And I remember during that time, my cousin would say to me, are you getting paid? No, I'm not getting paid. And as time went on, he'd say, you're still working on that project? Are you getting paid? No. You see, here at Toastmasters, we believe in paying it forward, because eventually it'll pay off, because where else can someone, say like me, learn these leadership skills, event planning, except for Toastmasters? So it will pay off. For example, John Williams, a Toastmaster in our club, I'll never forget when he came to me and said, Leslie, because I was Toastmaster and stood up in front of a group of people, created the agenda, followed it line by line by line, I was ready when my boss called me and said, I can't make it to the meeting, will you cover for me? He was ready to step in. He did that meeting so well that our John Williams got a promotion. So do we get paid? You bet we get paid in Toastmasters. It definitely pays off. Now, you know 2020 was a tough year, and it slowed everybody down. But High Desert Toastmasters stepped right to the plate, and we were one of the first clubs to go virtual. We learned how to hold an office meeting, how to chat, how to vote for our favorite speakers, how to hold a contest at the club level and use these breakout rooms. Those skills I was able to use to teach my daughter-in-law, who was a school teacher. And when she had to transition her class to virtual, she was scared. She had never been in Zoom before. So I sat her down and introduced her to Zoom and said, this is what you need to do to start. She got so good at that she was able to teach other teachers how to have a successful class. So did that pay off for me to be in Toastmasters? Yeah, and it paid off for hundreds of kids to have a great time. And these are the kind of things that we learn in Toastmasters. What else makes High Desert Toastmasters great? We know that we will benefit by going to all the contests that Toastmasters puts on during the year, and we're in the middle of it now. We know that our speaker at the club level can go to the area, then the division, the district, the international, and our very own president, Ken Mitchell, is going to represent High Desert Toastmasters at the division level. Woohoo! And of course, we are going to be there to support him because that's what we do at High Desert Toastmasters. We are there for each other. What else makes a club great is the fact that we know if we go there, we're going to be exposed to great speakers. We're going to come back to the club with more knowledge, more enthusiasm, and that brings more energy to our club meetings and what keeps us great and what attracts more people to our club. As a club, this past year, we also discussed the need to have an elevator speech. In 30 seconds or less, we can tell somebody why we love Toastmasters and invite them to be a guest. We've also talked about the need to have High Desert Toastmasters as a contact on our phone, because everyone's digital, and we could quickly send them, share the contact and give them the Zoom link so they can join us if they want to. I am convinced that with our love for High Desert Toastmasters and these tools that we're using, we are going to be President's Distinguished again. I certainly look forward to seeing what High Desert Toastmasters is going to do in the years to come. Back to you, Mr. President.
Round of applause. Woohoo! Oh, by the way, guys, if you don't come through, where's that button? Oh, here we go. I got canned applause right here at my fingertips. All right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the person who drove the farthest to be here. Please welcome our director, Mr. Joe Scotta. Sir.
Good to see you. All right, can I take this off? Hi there. Good morning, District 33 and High Desert Toastmasters. As I say, happy 50th. Is that the golden anniversary? Is it the 50th birthday or anniversary golden? And you have golden balloons. Yes, we do. That works out really well. You know, you're doing some great things in the community. Toastmasters is not so much what we're doing inside of our clubs as what we're doing outside of our clubs. You heard from the mayor, there's less crime. So you guys are all doing something right here. You're inviting people to meetings. Of course, I think the mayor's car was on blocks when I came in. But that's not the point. The point is it's less crime. I don't think they get all 4 tires, maybe just 2 tires. The point is when we're inviting people to such an awesome organization that we have right here, right now, we're making a difference. Just heard about a promotion, right? I know 4 people in our district that got promotions in the last 6 months. In a pandemic, when people are getting laid off. I know 4 people in our district. One, he can't make meetings anymore because he's working more hours. That comes with the territory sometimes. But it's okay. You know, this club has been distinguished so many times, so many years, and I think you're 4 or 5 members away right now from being distinguished again. And you have plenty of time to do it. Really? And if I'm not mistaken, you have at least 8 educationals so far. 8, that's the top 10 right now in the district. I'm looking at the top 10 who have the most educationals. This is one of them. This is one of them. And if we do our job right, people looking for us. I think the mayor said that earlier. People are looking for us. Today, someone sent me a check for my personal club. I didn't expect it. I told them about 2 or 3 months ago, you should become a member. Last month, you should become a member. Today, application with the check came in the mail. That happens if you're doing your job right. And that's what this club is doing right, or you would not be here for 50 years. And like you say, you're not the oldest club in town. You got some old people visiting. Hi, Jim Kearney. And that's what's exciting. Brenda's been around. And she'll be around another 23 or 40 or 50 years. Who knows? And this club will be around another 40 or 50 years. Who knows? We should know because we should be inviting people and developing those leaders. Sure, we're great communicators. Some are better than others. We still need practice. If you, well, you say you don't use it, you lose it. How's that go, right? That's true. If you're not speaking every couple weeks or like me and Jim Kearney every other day, you're going to lose it. We have to practice our skills. Or why bother? If we're not inviting and growing newer members, newer people, why bother? We have enough social clubs in this world. I know I'm a member of a few of them. I'm actually commander of the American Legion and Disabled American Veterans in Santa Maria. Exciting, giving back, and that's a wonderful organization to be part of, veterans. But this is different. That's bureaucracy. Those kind of organizations, sometimes we're looking for people to fail. We're helping people fail. That's not what we do here, is it? We build people up. We give them a reason to want to do an educational. Even today, people are actually taking Pathways seriously. A year ago, we didn't really expect that to happen. People are taken seriously. Why is that? Because we can pick and choose which path. We can pick and choose how long we want to take to do it. And the electives, we can almost make up our own electives. There's so many opportunities out there. Podcasts and interviews and situations like this. This is great. I love this. But before I even get further, I have some things I want to present to the club, if you don't mind. All right. First of all, Certificate of Achievement, District 33 and Toastmasters International. Hereby recognize and commends High Desert Toastmasters Club, 3647, for 50 years. Signed by the trio. Signed by our district director, myself, Clarice Kresser, our program quality director, and Debbie Allman, our club growth director. Sir?
Check it out, guys.
That's how you do it properly. It's so exciting. We don't get to do this very often. Give out certificates, especially in person right now, and it's because of everyone in the room now. Obviously, we're social distancing. I think I was bribed by food, and I work really cheap. It's so exciting, but our audience out there, I don't know if we have 20 or 30. Hopefully, you're recording these things.
We are.
Because it's so important, feedback. And who's our worst critic in life? Ourselves. You can give me the best evaluation of your life, but it's not going to compare to what I see. Sometimes it's not very funny. We have something else here, too. All right. Check this out.
Whoa, that's gorgeous.
Check this out.
Can I read it?
I hope so, because I don't have my glasses on. I'm still in denial.
Guys, I wish you could see this. It says District 33 and Toastmasters International recognize the contributions High Desert Toastmasters has given to its members and community over the past 50 years. Congratulations on a huge accomplishment, March 1st, 1971 to March 1st, 2021, developing leaders one at a time.
Woo! Yeah!
Look at that.
Yes.
It is gorgeous. Really amazing. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I'm blown away. I'm flabbergasted. This is
This-
the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Well, I don't know. I see a lot of trophies out here. A lot of plaques and trophies in this particular building.
Nice, though. And what it stands
High Desert Toastmasters, Division A, District 33, Toastmasters International as a whole, regardless of our taglines, we're developing leaders one at a time. A lot of us don't recognize it. A lot of us don't accept it. A lot of us think, that's just words. If we're not developing people, we understand people develop at different levels, communication, leadership, confidence, all different levels of our life. We need to listen more. I think everyone said it. We need to listen more. I need to listen more. And therefore, we can really make a difference in this world. Anyways, I know we're way behind schedule, but I want to thank you, Mr. Ken Mitchell, and your team for everything you're doing for the community in District 33. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
All right, safe again. Safe again.
Yay! One more round of applause for Joe. Joe Skoda. All right, guys, let's get back on track here. Yes, I need to speak into the microphone. We have still have quite a bit for our program tonight. At this time, I want to show you guys a video that was sent to us by Assemblyman Lackey. It's not very long, but it's from the heart, and I think you guys are going to appreciate this.
Congratulations to the High Desert Toastmasters for 50 years of success and contributing to the benefit of the Antelope Valley residents. You know, Toastmasters don't judge me on this message, but because you guys are probably better communicators than I am, because that's what you do. So congratulations on the development of people and their public communication skills, and thank you for your influence in the Antelope Valley for 50 powerful years. Thank you.
In case, just a little extra here. Yay! Thank you, Assemblyman Lackey. We really appreciate that. At this time, I also want to share with you guys a very nice certificate. Oh, is the video? Yeah, the video's on. It's up there. Guys, this is also a very, very nice certificate that came from the Senator's office, Senator Wilkes. It says, High Desert Toastmasters, in honor of your 50th anniversary and appreciation of your 5 decades of community service and helping people master the skills of better communication. Round of applause for Mr. Wilkes' office, Senator Wilkes. And he does not, as we do not, forget the people that brought us this far. A club does not last 50 years without some level of dedication. And specifically, it's for Brenda Avadian. So this certificate, Senate Certificate of Recognition, Brenda Avadian, in recognition as the longest-serving member of the High Desert Toastmasters, March 4th, 2021. Congratulations, Brenda. I want to share one more. This came to me from Supervisor Catherine Barger. This is from the County of Los Angeles. The envelope is like 5 pounds. And it says, I think you guys are going to be able to see on camera even how colorful this is. It says, Enriching Lives, County of Los Angeles, High Desert Toastmasters, 50th anniversary with sincere congratulations and best wishes. The Board of Supervisors of the County of Los Angeles does hereby join in your celebration. March 4th. It is very nice, and it's great to be recognized. Brenda, we appreciate so much that you have contributed to our club and to so many lives. Think of the probably hundreds of lives that people who have come through Toastmasters over the years, just through this one club. Maybe they stay for a month, maybe they stay for 10 years, maybe they're here until they get the raise that they were looking for. Don't go anywhere, John. But everybody benefits from it. I can tell you as a realtor, I have much more confidence when I go on a listing presentation. And who is going to let you handle their most expensive investment in their life if you can't display some kind of confidence in yourself? Speaking of confidence, it is now time to turn the floor over to the Grande Dame of High Desert Toastmasters. Please put your hands together and let's give a standing ovation to Brenda Avadian.
To find the video that I will be showing. So I will speak for the final 15 minutes of this meeting that has run over just a smidge, and we'll get on with it. In May of 1998, I joined High Desert Toastmasters. By this time, founder Paris Lanham had been a member of our club for over 27 years. And he had to have been a member for at least 2 years with the oldest club in the Antelope Valley, Eye Openers, which is our older sibling by 2 years. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. Paris Lanham and his wife, Lucille, enjoyed their regular Thursday evening Toastmasters dinners. They'd get all gussied up, he in a suit and tie. She would get her hair done every Thursday afternoon, then pick out a nice outfit to wear for the evening meetings. After his retirement, they had moved up to Tehachapi, and so they'd commute back and forth each Thursday. They were a kind and gentle couple until we violated meeting orders, until we didn't follow protocol, and then they became quite stern. We even had a parliamentarian who ensured that we followed proper meeting procedures. High Desert Club back then was the most diverse by age, ethnicity, and by values. We learned a lot from each other. I learned to make cactus salad after Mexico native Miguel Mayorga demonstrated in his how-to speech how to make nopales ensalada using his wife Rosa's family recipe. I still make it today. I learned to make kimchi from scratch from Korean-born Young Yoon. I enjoyed Phil Sheridan's creative prowess in metallurgy and woodcrafting. He made our High Desert wooden lectern that we still use today, except for right now while we Zoom. Older age crept up on Phil as it does for all of us, and his wife feared that he'd get hurt after he began to lose his balance. She forbade him from driving to our meetings. He still wanted to attend, but didn't want to be a burden. I enjoyed his company and insisted. He accepted, his wife approved, and I picked him up each Thursday evening and drove him home. A few years after, Phil died. Member Jim Allison's diabetes took his sight. He had taught me how to take turns like a race car driver. Look ahead into the curve, he'd say. No, I can't, because I'll miss what's closer in. I might hit something. No, just do it. To this day, I'm surprised that actually works. My body follows my eyes. So instead, I would take him and bring him back from meetings. And one afternoon, As he relaxed on his patio, enjoying the fine weather, he fell in a diabetic coma. I delivered his eulogy. Teaching others skills, teaching one another skills is one way we live on, and we live forever. In this day I whisper, thank you, Jim Allison, every time I safely navigate a curvy mountain turn. Roy Harris and a few others of us would always stay behind and talk. Our 2-hour meetings that would end at 9, we'd go outside in the parking lot and we'd talk, sometimes past midnight, even though we all had to get up at 5 in the morning on Friday. Sometimes our spouses called wondering where we were. And then in 2006, a new member joined. He'd rarely look at his audience. He'd look kind of like above, or he'd look at, but wouldn't really connect. He became a dependable resource for our organization up through the district level. Something resonated between he and me, and relationship formed. Eric Riddle, DTM, and I co-authored what became a best-selling title, Stuffology 101, Get Your Mind Out of the Clutter. Much to our surprise, we called each other that Labor Day weekend and was like, did you do anything to propel these sales? No. Did you? No. So we're watching them. For 1 week, we're on number 1 on the bestseller lists. And we even outsold Marie Kondo's Tidy book. During one of those days during that week, our sales topped 7,000 copies in one day. Whoa. I had joined High Desert Toastmasters in May of 1998 after I had stopped speaking professionally. I would travel the nation and I would do interviews, but I had to stop to care for my father, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. My plan was to stay a couple years, help others, since I had returned back to doing these media interviews and speaking at conferences and delivering keynotes. However, as Toastmasters does, it grows on us, and I grew more actively engaged while mentoring others. And over the years, I served multi-terms as president, vice president of education, vice president of membership, and treasurer. During this time and before, I authored 9 books on communicating, career development, leadership, and the best-selling titles on decluttering and also on caring for a loved one with dementia or Alzheimer's. When vascular dementia struck Lucille, Perez realized he and Lucille had to move closer into town for medical care. Roy and I administered the Lanham's estate sale. I later helped Perez navigate care options and grow more aware of the symptoms associated with vascular dementia. Perez reminded me a lot of my father, and he said he enjoyed me like a daughter. He only had 2 sons. When Lucille passed, Perez moved closer to his only remaining son in Maryland. We talked on the phone a lot, but it became exhausting for both of us because he, like my father, had significant hearing loss. Instead, we became pen pals, writing lengthy letters to one another almost weekly. I feel fortunate to have known the Lanhams. I am fortunate to have known Perez, our High Desert Toastmasters founder. I feel fortunate to have been able to help both Perez and Lucille. And now I would like everyone to make sure you are muted because I'm going to share with you a 4.5 minute video. And after that, everyone can unmute so I may hear the applause and the howls and the whatever. So please, is everyone muted for now?
Brenda, thank you so much.
Job.
Hang on.
Great
hang
job,
on.
Brenda. Great job.
Thank
Touched
you.
my heart. Really touched my heart.
Awesome. Awesome. Very awesome.
Everybody
That
can
really moved
unmute.
me.
So, Mr. Toastmaster,
Very awesome. Very awesome.
That was an awesome video. Everybody here is applauding right now.
Yeah, that's right. Great job.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
thank you.
That was a very moving. One of the most important things about Toastmasters is the human connection that we make. It's important for a Toastmaster or a speaker to connect with their audience. That's more important than the message. And you, Brenda, have connected with so many people over the years and with us so much to the degree that we have something for you, Brenda. Can you see me?
Yes, I can. Let me make you bigger. Here.
Yes, please.
I'll
By
make
all
you
means.
Speaker view. There you go.
This is from High Desert Toastmasters, not from Toastmasters International. It's not that official, but it is from our heart to you. And it says High Desert Toastmasters Lifetime Achievement Award, Brenda Avadian.
All right. Woo. You go, Brenda. You go.
I wish you could see it better. We're going to get this to you. And now for our celebration, we're going to have a couple more symbols of celebration, if you'll bear with me, and I can find my torch. Mr. Skoda is going to do the honors of opening this bottle of champagne. Go ahead and open that bottle of champagne. If you could just step this way a little bit. Wait for
Careful,
me.
Don't poke anybody's eye out. Or the camera.
We love each other.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's the hard part. All right, we ready?
While he's opening that, it is. Oh, well.
Wait, is everyone old enough?
Oh, yeah, we're all old enough. You can card us later.
Yeah. Card us after we drink.
Oh, my goodness, come on.
Rosa, this is for you. Happy birthday. It is Rosa Mayorga's birthday today.
Oh, fantastic.
Happy birthday.
And High Desert Toastmasters' birthday.
Yeah, you got
It's
it.
coming.
See, complete
It's
with
coming.
champagne on our 50th anniversary.
Woohoo! Thank you very much.
Hey, guys.
We're getting there. Hope you're thirsty. Don't try this at home.
Yes.
What was the glass?
Joe is going to go around and he's going to
Glass. All right.
serve champagne to everyone in the room.
Here it is.
In the meantime, Patty
You don't have a glass. Uh-oh.
Patty has a glass somewhere.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
Patty is going to bring the cake up. We're going to light it. We've got booze, we've got fire, all the things that make it fun. All right, you guys pay attention now. This is a big celebration. It says 50. Congratulations, 50th High Desert Toastmasters. I'm going to light the candle now. Uh-oh, it's falling over.
Oh, I was leaning it so we could get in the picture. Sorry.
It's okay. Lighting the candles. Oh.
Raise it up, Patty, so we can do a screenshot of it.
If I move
I got it.
it falls over.
Because
I
the
got it.
camera's not catching the cake. If you can lift it up a little higher.
Yeah, hold on.
Hang on.
He says if he moves it, the candle falls over.
Wait. Okay, everybody be quiet so I can get a shot of the cake.
If I tilt it, I'm going to drop it or I'm going to.
Oh, crap. Shh. I'm not getting a shot of the cake. Debbie, mute yourself, please.
That's the best we can do, guys.
Wait. Hold it on. Hold it. Perfect. Thank you.
And now I'm going to blow out the candle COVID style.
That's funny.
Woohoo!
That was good.
Another round of applause.
Yeah.
Brenda.
All right. Does everybody, you can take your place back at your table or take the cake back there. Guys, we're going to cut up that cake as soon as this is over. But I want to ask everybody to raise their glass. Everybody should have a little bit of champagne or Coke or something. Raise your glass. because so many people think when I say Toastmasters that we're learning how to make toasts or toast. And so here we are making a toast to High Desert Toastmasters 50th anniversary and to Brenda Avadian, the thread for almost 23 years that made it happen. Hear, hear. Woohoo! And with that, the floor is open to anybody who wants to make a comment for the last 10 minutes of our program, either online or in person.
Thank you, Greg, for being here. I know what it took for you to be here. You're so busy right now. We're glad to see your happy face.
Well, thank you for putting together a great show. And yeah, I'm trying to multitask a little bit because I promised my son that I would watch the long-awaited Sponge on the Run movie.
Must be a new one.
It finally was released today, and I'm leaving for Michigan tomorrow. So the fact that I'm sitting here tells you how important this is to me. And I'm really happy that you put together the video, and I'm really appreciative for all the awards and recognitions that you've given to Brenda tonight in particular, because she's really been the glue ever since I've known this club.
Well, I want to thank you, Greg, for your participation in High Desert Toastmasters. You've been a long-standing member here. You've been a great help to me personally, helping me put together my thoughts. And I wish you all the best. We miss you already, but we have Zoom, so please come and be a guest.
Yeah, I'll keep in touch.
Okay.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Come on up, Patty. Patty has something to say.
Hello, all my fellow High Desert Toastmasters. I am so glad to be here today. I joined Toastmasters in April of 2015 for my work. And when I walked in the room, I don't think Ken was there, but Brenda was there. And I was very taken back by her and the way she spoke. And I thought, man, if I could actually talk like that one day, I'd do a good job at my job. So I'm proud to be a High Desert Toastmasters. I am glad that we were able to come together. And I just want to thank everybody who joined Zoom and everybody who actually came here today. I appreciate all that you do. Thank you, Ken.
Anybody else want to step up? Here comes Joe. Give it up for Joe. Joseph Skoda.
Now I can say what I really want to say. No, actually, what I love about Toastmasters, and you mentioned it, it's usually a welcoming environment. When you step up, people smile. Even with the mask on, you can tell if they're smiling or not in most cases. Everyone should know if you're smiling, if they feel welcome. And this club does it very well. I've been here in person a couple times. I think I was probably division director of club growth. I'm not really sure, but anywhere in my travels for the past 6 or 7 years, I look for a Toastmasters club. You know why? It's cheap entertainment. It's cheap entertainment, especially table topics. And of course, I dreaded that for many years. Don't call me, don't call me. Now I make up stuff. It's great. When you get your DTM, you can start making up stuff. You can start making up stories. Of course, I have to speak outside of my club because my club knows all my stories. That's why I'm involved in 5 clubs now. I am. Almost to you, Jim. Whatever you do, make sure you're involved in this club or any club and you have a purpose. And make sure you're giving back. It's so important that we give back. Because quite frankly, if we do it right, Toastmasters rock. District 33 loves you.
Please welcome Joe Montgomery, Hollywood Joe.
High Desert Toastmasters, I bet you thought that I forgot your birthday, that you would find it had slipped my mind somehow, but nothing could be farther than the truth today, so I'm offering this tribute in my special way. Happy birthday, Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Toastmasters. Happy birthday, Toastmasters. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I wish you a happy birthday. I wish you a happy birthday and the best ever year. Oh, I found out how old you are, old you are, old you are. I found out how old you are, but I will never tell. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. May your hopes and your dreams and your wishes all come. Dum bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. Happy birthday, happy birthday. We sing for joy 'cause it's your birthday. We celebrate your happy birthday. Fa la 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 la. What the hell? It's just a birthday. La 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 la. Fa la 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 la. I say adieu by wishing you a very happy birthday. Fa la 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 la. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, who's next?
Now that's talent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Good job, Joe. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for your participation. We're all enjoying the food from Roxy's. One thing I want to ask you all for a round of applause for Mike Serrano, our tech, who was supposed to leave at like 5 o'clock. 3 hours later, he's still there. We should probably make him an honorary member of High Desert Toastmasters.
Thank you, Mike. I truly appreciate you helping me before we did this presentation. Thank you, Ken, for bringing us such a joyful meeting and giving us an enjoyable time. Thank you, Leslie, for your speech with passion. Anytime you get behind something, you're just filled with that intense passion that's infectious. Thank you all for making the trek from far reaches and other places so that we could all join together and do this twice in a century celebration.
I'll be back here for the next one.
I won't.
I also want to thank Maria Torres for setting up the room and buying all the balloons and decorations. Guys, let's give each other another round of applause to end our evening. Happy birthday, High Desert Toastmasters. Good night, guys.